reason I say you don't need a top-tier fighter with you every weekend is because I didn't have it. Me and my friends, we just talked to it. So, these drills, that's the place to do it. If you're seeing somebody doing something and you're like, you know what, I think I can help them out with that, remember, the more you improve them, the more they're going to improve you. Drop your ego, accept what they have to say. Even the kid on the first day of Anchorage can teach you something. Right? And I want all that info. It's going to make me a better fighter. And I'm going to be able to make better fighters. You guys, that'll give me better fights. Right? So, it is way, I know a lot of you see some guys going, bah, 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 bah. Right? It's not a race either. Does practice make perfect?
No.
What makes
perfect practice?
Say it again?
Perfect practice makes it perfect.
Yep.
Perfect practice.
That tells us. Perfect practice makes perfection, right? So, you need to start slow. Start slow. Don't develop any bad habits from the beginning. Okay? So, just to give you guys a quick peek at what it will look like, though, if you stick with this drill, I know it's very monotonous. Alright, right? But it can start being really fun. So, target areas, outside arm, inside chest, right? Got our optimal. You're so long. Right? Ready? He's going to strike first. Go ahead. Right? This is the speed we need to go. That's fine. Or we can pick it up a notch as we get more comfortable. Now he's going to strike. He's going to block immediately and strike. Right? Hell yeah! It's like Kung Fu, right? Start slow. Slow is fast. Right? Fast. So, that's just a little bit about block strike, guys. Now, something about block strike. Block strike is not the end-all, be-all, magic pill of fighting. There is no such thing. Okay? We're block striking. We have very predictable attacking defense here. I'm only striking here, and I'm only blocking here, I'm only striking there, right? That's the laboratory. That's where you just refine what you need to refine. So if you got a shot you want to work on, that's the time to do it. If somebody aside, like, hey, let's just block three. I typically do a minute for each permutation, right? If I'm feeling especially masochistic, I do 2, right? Right? So, that's block strike, guys. Try it out. It's a good drill. Let's go into range. First of all, is there any questions about block strike? I really want to make sure you guys have that tool in your toolbox. Any questions? Anybody just not getting it? Yes.
So it's about the hit location, not the shot that you're going for.
Right. It's about refinement is what it is. It's not a competitive drill, guys. If I hit Goran, awesome. Goran blocks, that's awesome. We're just learning. We're just throwing as many of these types of shots. You can do block strike with only one shot location. Same thing. If I just really want to work my offside arm snipe, that's all I'll do. Block strike, and I'll just figure out ways to get around it, right? It's just about refinement. It's not a competitive drill. So, let's move into range. So, 3 different ranges, okay? Extreme, not hit him, not hit me. This is extreme range. A lot of times, especially single sword, and a lot of fortitude, they'll start off at this range. This is a fun range because you can do all sorts of crazy. You guys seen the samurai? Right? That's where you fill people out. Safe. Not fill people up, fill people out. That's where you do it safely. You can't hit me, and if he's going to initiate, go ahead. I can keep it relatively easily, right? We're not going to get started in our face. Then you have optimal. Your sword can hit me, I can hit him. This is optimal range. This is what happens, and everybody, if you have a sword near you, should do this right now. Take your sword and just lift it. Take it from here, lift it. Don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Just take your sword and go, boom, straight line. In line with my shoulder. This is your optimal range. That is the range that you were born to work with. Right? Some of you will grow, and no, that's it's got crazy range. But that's your optimal range. For a lot of us, my range isn't going to change anymore unless I get a longer sword, something like this. This is punch, right? So that's optimal. So you get the next range. Close. Goran's range. He likes to do with those fucking daggers. Right? Right here. It's a lot of fun. But very, very dangerous. As we engage in different ranges, we have fewer and fewer shot options. Right? The sweet spot where you have the most options is optimal. But what?
That's the most good.
I can get hit, I can hit him. Okay? Out here, a lot more like that. Right? I need to deceive him. And a lot of times it's with fakes. So that kind of tells me what I need to do before I go in to win at extreme range. You guys think big wraps are good here? Big circles?
Nope.
Why?
Too long.
That's what I'm gonna do. If I do this, if I over here, boom, 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 and I can for an overhand, it's either do block or just what?
Stab you?
Smack you.
Kill me. Use a straight line. Go. Stop that. What are you doing? So, when I'm really close, I tend to deprive myself of circles. Now that doesn't mean that circles are impossible. Right? But they need to be shorter, they need to be smaller, they need to be more intelligent about maneuvers. Typically here is a lot more straight lines like that kind of stuff, right? So, any questions about the different ranges? Just like offense, it's like defense. Use them all. Be friends with every single one. If you're a long, lengthy dude, fuck yeah. Be out here and just snipe shit all day. Right?
Clock.
Well, what happens when you're more English is you daggers. Oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God! Please, sir, make it right? You need to make friends with all those ranges. When you make friends with all those ranges, you learn how to transition between them. Personally, I like optimal range. I dig the pocket, right? Which is what this is called a lot of times in like boxing, kickboxing, the pocket. Yeah. What do you think?
For the other guy, extreme.
And for you, probably extreme too. But your optimal changes as well, right? Where you can hit him, but you can't hit you. A word on long swords, guys. Long swords can be a lot of fun. Lots of fun. You just hit people all day from Texas. Right? Howitzers. But develop your foundation in something like this. 3, 4, 5. Okay? Develop your foundation with this. And that. Alright? You have a longsword and you fight with a longsword. What's going to happen is when you get in that tournament and they say, okay, see what's short. Crap. All my reflexes, all my muscle movement. My techniques are all based on having a lot more reach and being safer and farther away than the other guy. He can hit me. He really likes optimal range with that 33. I will be at a disadvantage. Does that make sense?
Oh yeah.
So, foundations. Build your house on a strong foundation before you start interior decorating. Right? So, those are the different ranges, guys. What we're going to do is there is a question about any holes. Obviously, holes, you have a different range. Right? Some styles are better for different ranges too. Right? Not better, I should take that back, but are easier to implement the concept thereof. Sword and board, we can be here all day. Right? Florentine
typically I need to work if I'm going to be there, and if I'm going to be there, I'm not going to stay there. Because why? He's got a big ass defense, especially if he's doing sorting board, and I have to account for that. Suddenly my circle gets wider and wider that I have to defend, and he has more surface area to attack. Does that make sense? Okay, so what we're going to do,
Boxer, baby.
But that's where we were. This is where we're going to go. We're going to do blocks right at extreme range. We're going to do it at optimal. Then we're going to do it at close, which is going to be really interesting. Green, amber, red. Right? Your local terrorist chart. Right? In the world of combative and competitive fighting, whatever you want to call it, there, like I said in the beginning class, guys, there's the truth and there's the lie. There's only the truth and the lie. Right? Extreme range is amber range, is far range. What? It's all the same shit. Right? The body can only work in so many ways. Right? So this one, guys, we're not gonna do all the permutations. Okay? I want to keep us going. I want to keep us rolling. So we're gonna do a minute at extreme. Okay, choose the target zone. If you only want to do one target zone, that's fine. I like to get my brain going inside, right? But you can choose one if you want to choose one. Then we're gonna go to optimal, and that's what we were playing earlier. Optimal, boom, 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 boom. Then we're going to go to close. Guys, a word on close. Please do not punch each other. You will bang knuckles. Right? But it's more important here, guys, if you need you to go slow. Okay, if you got daggers, you're going to try daggers. You want to choke up. Typically, this is where I'll choke up. Back. Right? But take it slow if you need. That right there is a valuable practice, and about that speed, about what's comfortable for you. Okay? Any questions? Partner up with somebody, guys. Try and give each other enough space.